Well, Robbo, I guess it must be good to be back out here at West Hills on the pitches.
It's lovely. It's nice to just get out with a little bit of a purpose again. I'm sure all the lads feel the same way, and everyone seems to be in good spirits.
What's lockdown been like for you? What's it been like for the players? How have you coped and dealt with it?
It's actually been all right. Apart from football aside, once you got over actually knowing that you're not playing football sort of thing, it was nice to sort of relax and kick back and sort of spend a little time with the missus and get the odd jobs done around the house and stuff. Just keep yourself busy. But it's just nice. It is nice to be back now, and I think it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I guess you must be ready to be back, if that makes sense now.
Yeah, definitely. It was, like I say, it was all right to begin with, but it sort of drags on a little bit, doesn't it? I'm sure everyone's sort of in the same scenario. There's only so much you can do around the house, isn't there?
I guess there's only so many sort of bike rides you can do and runs you can do as well. What's it been like with your individual programs that you've all been given?
It's spot on. I mean, Rushy and everyone behind the scenes, like, they've put together a really good program for us all. It's kept us busy. Like, it's not been monotonous, or they've changed it up, and it's been really good. And I think you can sort of see it coming back into training and doing the fitness runs that we've been doing. Everyone's sort of in good shape, so I take my hat off to the work that them lads have done.
And what's it been like for the players coming back to the training ground? Because obviously you have to adhere to certain rules, don't you? And bring your own kit and bring your own boots,
Yeah,
etc.
It's weird actually. Just not being able to. Obviously, it's nice to get out of the house and see people, but it's hard not to like try and give a handshake, or I think. But that sort of comes with what's happening, and you just got to get on with the situation or what it is, and we can only do what we can do up to the certain guidelines, and look after everyone. That's the most important thing.
Is there a real desire amongst the lads to get back out there and play?
Yeah, definitely. That's what we do. That's what we're contracted to do. That's our job. That's what everyone misses. That's what we do every day to day. And I think that's what people miss, not being around the place as well. When you're obviously at home and you're twiddling your thumbs, like, not even if it's a couple of hours that we come in, like, it's nice to just get out and, like I said before, have a bit of a purpose again, and obviously working towards something. I think that's the biggest thing for me anyway. Not knowing what's happening. You don't know whether you're working too hard behind the scenes. You're not doing enough. You don't know when you're working towards a goal, when you need to be fit enough to come back. Do you know what I mean? So I think, for me personally, and I think a couple of lads are the same, it's not having a sort of end goal or not knowing when we're going to be back, or I think that's the worst thing. But apart from that, everything it's been all right.
What do you imagine the sensation will be like playing behind closed doors? I mean, the league was suspended when we were going to go to West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns sell-out derby. It's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to football being back, even on the telly, and I watched the German league, and it was rubbish, innit? Like, football's nothing without fans, really. And I watched that game, and I think it was Borussia Dortmund, and it just weren't great to watch. Do you know what I mean? I think it's difficult to imagine playing for a length of time without fans. It's difficult. You win, obviously, our fans as well. We've got so many, and we get a good following. It sort of motivates you as well. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what that'll do in terms of to where, if it relates onto the pitch or not. The last 10-20 minutes when you need a bit of a push or a bit of motivation. I don't know what that'll be like.
I guess it's all going to be about concentration. You're going to have to concentrate extra hard in many respects, because you have, as you said, you haven't got the fans there to push you. And so on and so forth.
Yeah, you're sort of lacking that little bit of pressure, especially from our fans. They expect a certain level of football, and without that on your back, you're sort of looking at pre-season sort of levels when you go away and you play in front of no fans or 30, 50. Do you know what I mean? When it's like behind closed doors over there and it's red hot, and you sort of lack a little bit of motivation. But I suppose that everyone's in the same boat, and that's down to us as players and the club to sort of motivate ourselves to just do as well as we can.
It'll be 3 months plus since you will have last kicked a ball in anger. Will it be difficult to pick it up straight away as a group, do you think? Will it take a little bit of time to get into a rhythm?
Yeah, definitely, because it's all right, you might have gone out and played bounce passes with yourself or whatever in the park or during the lockdown, but to recreate even the drills we're doing now, a social distance, apart, it's difficult to recreate that on your own. Do you know what I mean? So to get that time with the football, but with other people, it's going to take a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things. But that's what we're used to doing, and that's what we've done for years and years as players. So I imagine that it'll just be one of them things that comes back pretty quickly.
And with the games going to be concertinaed into a short space of time, it'll almost be like a mini tournament, really. I mean, is that a sort of an approach as well that you'll have to look at taking into it?
Yeah, but that is what it is, isn't it? A lot of our players, I know, over the last couple of years are used to playing a lot of games. We've not had necessarily big squads to chop and change all the time anyway, so I think for us it won't make that much of a difference. Maybe a bit of added pressure that we're under pressure to get that fitness level back under a certain amount of time, which probably isn't ideal from the sports scientist point of view in terms of injury risk and whatnot, but that's just down to us as players to look after ourselves and be honest with each other and sort of crack on that way.